Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we are going to talk about how to create our own scheduling AI agent. So, in order to create our scheduling AI agent, we are going to integrate two components. One is WhatsApp, another is Google Calendar. So, in order to connect all these dots, we are going to use n8n as a workflow, which is a no code process automation tool. Basically, we would be needing multiple things when we start doing it. First thing is we need to get the credentials for your WhatsApp, that is a client ID and secret. Another is what you need is a Google Calendar credentials. Finally, set up a n8n workflow and integrate all these three components. We will also do a test search event and test book event. Basically, the purpose is that a user should be able to use a WhatsApp to book a Google Calendar event or a search or update the same without even visiting the Google Calendar itself. It is all done using a natural language, a plain English language. So, to start with, let's move on to the n8n. What are we going to do is go to the workflows tab and I'll click on start from scratch. In n8n, we need first node as a trigger, which signifies when exactly the workflow starts. So in our case, when user sends a message to our bot, then workflow should be starting. In order to add the trigger node, simply click on plus sign and here search as WhatsApp. You will see WhatsApp Business Cloud. Click on this and we will use on messages because this is the node we need. Basically, when user does message to this bot, it will start running. All right. So in order to set up this node, we need to first select our credentials, click on create new credentials. So it will ask the client ID and client secret. Both things we can get it from facebook.com, that is business.facebook.com. So this is what from where we can get it. Basically, WhatsApp is being owned by the Facebook, so that is where you will find it. As part of this, first step is to set up a business portfolio. Setting up business portfolio is pretty straightforward steps. Two, three steps should help you to set up a business portfolio in case you don't have. In my case, I do have a business portfolio set up, so I will simply utilize this. Once you come to this page, click on add. Now we are going to create a new app ID. So let's enter some app details, n8n calendar agent. Click on next. I'll simply go and say it's other. Next. Then I'll click on business. Next. Create application. So it will prompt for the password. Please add your password. Hit submit. Now our application has been created successfully. What we can do is still loading. Allow me up. Fine. Now our app ID is here. What you can see. Now in this app ID, these are the different products you can configure. For now, we are going ahead with WhatsApp. Click on setup. Now I'll click on the API setup. Here, what you need to do is select two things. That is a from which number the message will be sent. Here I have a test number configured. This is what I will select. And to which number the message will be sent. So this is the number I will be selecting. Then click on generate access token. Continue. Select all. Continue. Step. Okay. Now what we need to do is go back to the work automation and client ID and client secret we need to add, correct? So I'll go to app settings, basics, and here you should find your app ID. This is the app ID. Go back, put here as part of client ID. Go to the Facebook again, show app secret, copy this, go back and put here. Now save. You should see credentials successfully created and tested successfully. And close this, close this. Now what we will do is before building rest of the flow, we will quickly test if this is working or not. To do that, I'll click on test step. It will say listening for test event and go to WhatsApp and create an event. So I will open the WhatsApp and put some message. So that message should be sent across this workflow. Okay, I have my WhatsApp open. I'll say hello there. Now you see node executed successful and name, mobile and what. That means we were able to integrate WhatsApp successfully with n8n. Now let's go back to the canvas. Next part of the workflow is we need AI agent. Click on AI agent and come back to canvas. AI agent need three things to work. One is chat model, memory. It is kind of optional. If you provided the accuracy of AI agent gets increased. So it is always recommended you go ahead with memory. Tool is something the AI agent would use to interact with external world. So click on the chat model and I'll say OpenAI chat model. Now, in order to connect to OpenAI chat model, we need the credentials. So create new credentials. So we need the API key. Okay, so I have my API key. I will simply paste over here and save. It says credentials successfully created and connection tested successfully. In case if you are not aware how to get this API key, do give a search. You will find plenty of the YouTube tutorials on how to get this API key. Now close this one. And for now, I'll keep the model as GPT-4o mini. There are many choices that you can do. For now, I'll keep this as mini. Cost is less. Context is 128K. So that is good to start with. Now go back to canvas and we need to add a memory to this. So we'll select a simple memory. And by default, context window length is 5. Basically, that means it can remember last 5 conversations. Now the memory is set up. What we will do is go to AI agent and we'll add system message. So system message is nothing but system prompt. So it says you are a helpful assistant. So I'll modify this simply. You are a helpful assistant to Ajas. Just to test few things. Now what we need to do is source for prompt. Change this to define below so that whatever body comes to it, we will pass on to the AI agent. So simply drag and drop. Now you see it has turned to green and the result is being printed here. That means the mapping is successful. Now let's modify the prompt. You are helpful assistant to pages and you answer the queries of user on his behalf about ages, AI agents, developer, skills, and to AI, etc. Okay. Now, what are we going to do is test this out. So I'll simply click again on test step. And okay, it says error in subnode, simple memory. Go back to canvas, click on this. So I'll change this to define below. And I'm going to store the conversation, last 5 conversations. So I have simply drag and drop the body. Go back, click on save, change the name if needed. Google Calendar AI agent or whatever name you want to give. Now keep on test workflow. Waiting for you to create an event in WhatsApp. Go back to WhatsApp. Now, who is Ajax? I'll ask this question and let's see what happens. Workflow executed successfully. Come back and it says Ajax is an AI agents developer with expertise in various tools and technologies, including n8n and 3 He focuses on creating solutions that leverage AI to improve processes and functionalities across different applications. So, till this part of time, now we are getting the output from agent. Now, what we need to do is send this back to user. To do that, you need to click on this plus icon, search WhatsApp again, then send message. So again, what we need to do is here also we need to create the credentials. Click on create credentials and go back to our application. Click on WhatsApp API setup. Now select this phone number, generate access token. Yes, reconnect because we did not copy this. Copy this. Go back and here you will paste it and copy this. Go back, paste business account ID, save. It should say credentials successfully created. Close this. Sender phone number ID, test number, recipient phone number ID, and text body would be the output of AI agent. Now simply click on test it and you should see message here. So that is the end-to-end integration of WhatsApp workflow with our AI agent. Okay, that being said, now our integration is successful end-to-end. Now you can talk to your AI agent via WhatsApp. Let's quickly test one more time. So I need to click on test workflow first. Go back to WhatsApp. Click, say, hey there. It should come up with some answer. Hello, how can I assist you? Now, if you want to test it again, you'll have to click on test workflow. If this is something you feel it is repetitive, you'll have to mark this as a active. Do that as well quickly. Inactive to active. Got it. So you don't need to click on test workflow again and again. Who are you? I'm Aja's assistant here to help with blah blah blah. Now you see it is working end to end. As part of next, we are going to integrate Google Calendar. Let's go ahead and click on this plus icon and we'll say Google Calendar tool. Okay. Now, in order to use this, we'll have to again create new credentials. Click on new credentials. There are a couple of manual steps we need to do over here. So go back to Google Cloud Console. So search for Google Cloud Console. Log in with the email ID on which you want to create the events. Click on console here. You'll get our credentials and my first project. I'll create a new project. Suppose this was name this project n8n YouTube test project create. Then here I will search for Google Calendar Basically, we need to enable this API, Google Calendar API. Click on this, and it is already enabled for this account, so I don't need to enable again. So in case it is not enabled, you'll get the option to enable. Simply click on enable. Here it says API enabled. Go back. Now click on API services, then credentials, create credentials, auth client ID. Close this, configure the consent string, maybe n8n app, my email, next. Okay, click on external, next. I'll simply give my email address, next. I agree, continue, create. Okay. Now, one more thing, what you need to do is go to audience and add the email ID so that we can publish this for testing. So, just gmail.com save. We have added one user as a tester for this application and create our client, and we'll say web application and n8n application. Add URI. Go back to this. Copy, paste over here, create. Now it will give us client ID and client secret. So client ID is this, copy, paste, copy, and paste. Save, sign in with Google, then this is the account which we used. Keep on continue, select all. Now it says view and edit events on your all calendars. See, edit and share. Continue. So that means we can now create, edit, or delete the events. When I say we, the agent would be able to do that. Close. Right now, this connection has been set up. So to move ahead and select the calendar from the list, why does it say a Google Calendar API is not being used in the project or it is disabled? Okay, looks like for this project API is not enabled. Let's enable it. It's a good use case where we see lot of problems will occur while working on this. Click on enable. So you should understand while working on such things, you might face lot of issues. I'm not going to edit this part. Now this is enabled. Let's go back and try to select the calendar again. Perfect. We got the email. For this email, all of the events will be created, edited, so and so forth. Then go back to the canvas, and what I'm going to do is I have created a prompt for this AI agent for scheduling the events, all sort of things. I'll simply walk you through the prompt, okay, and maybe you can have it for your own as well by looking at this. If I keep on writing, it will take a good amount of time. So let me quickly copy the prompt. So I'll simply walk you through the prompt here. So basically, the prompt is given in the XML format and it has couple of tags such as agent instruction, role, goal, and instructions. So, and here we have tools, tool section. We're going to have these three tools. One is search, create, and update. And we have given couple of things such as always check user availability and existing events before creating, updating an event. Provide clear responses and confirm event details. What kind of date format we will be using. So and so forth. I'll simply copy paste this into our system message part. Okay, that is one thing. Second, what I need to do is have one more tool, rename it to search events. Create event. So search event, event create, it will create the event. Let's open and complete this R tool. For search event, we'll say resources event, operation get many, and from this list, and we are going to put a limit of 50 as it is. There is a function here we are going to use. It is called from AI. Okay, that is a function which is provided by the n8n. When it says after, so I'll say it is from dollar from AI. So it would be start time, and the description would be the start time and date of the event being searched. Then similarly for the before, I can copy and paste this, which is the end time and day of the events being searched. Basically, we need to, okay. So this is for searching a event. Go back to canvas and create event. We have selected, we have selected our credential to connect with. Then what we need to do over here is we are already selected operation as create, and from list is my email ID. Then here as well we can have the same stuff, start date, the start time of the events being created, and end time of the event being created. Okay, then we will have one more tool, Google Calendar tool. The event, we have update an event, LID description, event description, the new event description, then event end, change to expression, the new event end date and time. Okay, now let's add the value for start. Click on expression, and start is from AI again. The new event start date and time, because we are updating the calendar. So basically this description would help an AI to understand what this parameter is about. That's the all benefit of having this extra description here. It need not to be the way I have given. You can also summarize in more detail. It's just more of like a natural language description we are giving. Then we will finally put the summary parameter. So it's a event name, the new event name. All right. These all are the different fields we are going to update once if a user asks to update the event. There is one more thing we need to add here is event ID, which will say that the ID of the event needing an update. That's all the changes we need. Go back to canvas and change is to update the event. Up- Now we have all these things in place. Click on save. Okay. So I have opened the calendar on the similar account to which I have integrated. Now let's go back to our workflow and see if it is if it is working as expected. It is on active mode. No need to keep on test workflow. Go back. Now I'll type a message saying, can you help me with my meetings? Let's see what happens. Of course, please forward me the details of your meeting, such as date and time, any attendees or specific requests you have. Do I have any agenda today? We don't have any event scheduled for today. If you need to schedule meeting, just let me know. Perfect. Can you schedule a meeting on topic AI agents development with Elon? 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow. See. Perfect. So I have successfully scheduled a meeting on topic AI agents development with Elon 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. This. Go back to the calendar and see if it has been updated. It's today. Just a sec. Okay. Something wrong. I do not see the event created here, but it still says the event has been created. So no problem. Let's try to understand what is going wrong. So let's see last execution and it has errored out. Click on this and it says simple memory is having some issues. Error running node simple memory. Provide a key to use as a session ID in the key parameter or use the connected chat trigger node option to use session ID from your chat trigger. Okay. Looks like we cannot use the body as the parameter. Go back to the editor. So the memory is, I believe this should be the ID. Copy this, control X, go back to canvas. I'll put it define below and this. Okay. Back to canvas, save this and click on the test workflow again. WhatsApp, copy this, paste again. Let's see what happens. Perfect. It created an event that and it is successful and it says created. Now let's verify that's the case. And okay, now I do not see the event though. Git search, it created the event. Yeah, we can see the response also, HTML link. Okay, something wrong. Okay. Though event is being created, we are not able to see on the calendar. Let me quickly check that. All right. I think I found the issue. So the problem was if you go to the create event, there is a visibility is something we needed to add and mark it as a public, which was not there. So I believe it was going as more of like a private. And number two, if you go back to Canvas and the system prompt was on the fixed. I open this. Here I was providing an expression now. Until unless I click on expression, it won't convert to a function. Otherwise, it will still simply stay to now as a string. I'll quickly show. If I click on the fixed, and so it kind of only shows as treats it as a string over here. If I go back to expression, you'll see it starts turning to green. So the current date it was taking to 2023. I believe that's the last time when OpenAI was trained. So these were the couple of things I have quickly changed. So let's go back to testing again. We'll save this, click on test workflow, go back to WhatsApp. Hi, let's see what it comes up with. Hello, how can I assist you? What is my agenda for or 10th April? Let's see. Okay, so it has given me the agenda here. I have two meetings, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Let's go and cross verify. That is correct. 10 to 11 a.m. and 3 to 4. Go back and I'll say create one more meeting from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. with Bezos on 10th April. Okay. So 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Let's go back and we can see the meeting has been created successfully. Let's try to move this meeting to 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Can you move the meeting with Bezos to 5 p.m. instead? So it came back and changed the meeting to 5 to 6 point. Let's go back and check. All right, I think that was all. It was from scratch. We integrated WhatsApp, added models, calendar events. We also saw a couple of hiccups around the way. I think that was a real learning experience. I don't want to edit out of this video. And we also created the credentials from Meta, Google. So that was all, guys. Thank you so much. This has been very detailed video. I hope it would be very helpful to anyone who wants to get started in n8n AI agents development. Thank you so much. Do like, share, subscribe in case you found the value out of this. Thanks again.